challenging, and but it has a happy ending. So it's maybe a little bit of a fairy tale. I should say, we purchased a property in the Bronx around 1996, and this is pretty much what it looked like after we started working on it. It's a through block with a 60-foot incline. Is there a problem? Oh, you'll be on. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Here we go. And anything that you can imagine that could go wrong on a construction site went wrong. It started with, I had never paid $1 million for a piece of property. I thought it was just, and they had wanted close to $2 million. I said, are you kidding? You know, down the block at an auction, I had paid $45,000 for the same 26,000 square feet, and it didn't have all of this rock. But we must go on, and we must do business. And so here are some of the difficulties. This is a wall. We had to build a 30-foot foundation wall. We didn't anticipate having to do that at first, but we did. And then, because it's very important, I think in life in general, to be proactive as opposed to being Monday morning quarterback. See, guys, I got in a sport thing. I see, I speak your language too. So it's important to be proactive. I didn't want the city to come in, or as a company, we didn't want the city to come in and say, well, you have to do the shoring. So that was not in the budget. So not only did we have to do 300 feet of shoring, and this 30-foot wall, we also had to do, well, this is all of the rock, as you can see, there's rock, rock, and more rock. We also had to do 300 feet of shoring. This just gives you an idea of the depth. We also had to do about 300 feet of shoring on the opposite street, on Clay Avenue. And if things weren't bad enough, usually when there's rock, there's really no water. We found water in winter, and it froze, so we had to stop. Having said all of that, that's where we were, and this is really a project that I didn't have a lot of faith in. But you learn in this business that if you start something, you really should finish it. And we finished it. And with the help, I have to admit, we went back to HDC. We had to sell more bonds. Some of our own capital, I must say, is in this, because I don't believe in, if you make money and you get into a problem, you have to get out of it. So you have to spend, am I doing that? If you have to spend some of your own money to finish a job, you should do it. And so this is what we have today. We have 98 units and 2 wonderful schools. We have 20,000 square feet. It's fully leased to a daycare, a national daycare facility, and you don't see it in this photo, but we also have the Department of Education there. And so it's, from being a project that I never thought would be this successful, it really exceeded our expectations. So this is what happened. Thank you very much.
Yolanda, coming back to